Hi guys, it is Amelia from Amelia Sells, and today I am going to talk about shoes and what to do if there's no size, or the size has rubbed off. The very first thing I do is kind of a trick. So these shoes look like this. The tag looks like this. You can very faintly see it. They have been worn a lot and well loved. So what I do is you can either take a damp cloth, I use a baby wipe, and I just hold this right there a little bit, and bam, look at that. Look how much clearer that tag is. And I am able to read the size now. It's a really good trick. It doesn't work on all shoes, but it's a good first step, right? And it is a size 9. So the next thing I do, if I can't get that to work, I will measure the shoe. Now, these are sandals, and we know that sandals have kind of a little bit of an overhang because your toe usually doesn't go to the very end of the footbed. So what I try to remember is that when you're measuring feet, you usually measure it from your biggest, there's other measurements involved, but the length is usually measured from your biggest toe to the end of your heel. So that is how I measure them. So these are well worn. You can kind of see the end of them, but you can pretty much estimate where the overhang would be on the footbed to the end. So these are just under 10 inches, between 9.75 and 10 inches. And if my suggestion would be to take a photo of how you measured it, and that way they can compare their shoes to how you measured your shoes, and take also in your listing, put the measurement as well. That way they know how much it was. And then the one reason I think it's important to find the size is because it helps you better in searching. I think if you have the size, people are more willing to look at your listing because you know the size of your shoe. But always put the measurement, and I believe because of this measurement, it is a size 9. Please see photos, or please look at measurements, whatever you need to put to cover yourself. But anyways, this is about a little over a 9.75, so that means it would be a size 9 using a conversion chart from inches to sizes. Now, I'm using a women's size conversion chart because these are women's shoes. The thing I'm going to say now is not all shoe charts are the same. Some of them are a little bit different. So you just have to remember that. And what I do is I usually use just one chart, but when I first started looking at charts, I looked at several different ones that converted, and I used the one that was most commonly used on other shoe sites. But like I said, the most important thing is just to show your measurements, or at least tell about your measurements and how you measured it, because that's going to be the easiest way for somebody to make sure they're getting the right shoe size. But like I said, I think it's always important to have the shoe size. That way people are, it steers them in the right direction. Like, they're more willing to look at your listing because you know what size it is. And then once they get into the listing, they can compare measurements. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, the first trick is a really good little trick that I use. It's the only trick of the video, right? And I thought I would show it because sometimes it's tough sometimes you don't want to pick up shoes because you can't read the size. And if it has a sticker kind of like this, or like a heat, they're like what, heat stickers probably. Try it. Might work, right? Okay, that's all I got. I just thought I'd share that, and I hope you guys have a great day. And if you're not subscribed, hit the button down below. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.